Yo, what's up guys? Luckysix A.K.A here, back with a bonus video. Today we're gonna have a discussion about the Game Awards. I had attempted to record a reaction to it, but that didn't go very well, so we're gonna discuss the aftermath. Mostly in terms of game announcements and not so much of game awards themselves, because I don't care about award shows anymore. I mean, I used to watch the Oscars with my family, but we kind of all dropped that. So, oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna focusing on the game. So first off, new Star Wars games. It happened. They remembered to make video games about Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I know for some people that might be crazy to say in 2025, but I like it. Okay, I'm not blind. There's definitely things they've done that are wrong, but it's not gonna keep me from going. There's plenty of things that I like too. So first, let's go over here. Fate of the Old Republic. We're gonna get a new action RPG from the same director as the original Old Republic game. He's gonna. Okay, yes. Yeah, yeah. The new studio. Yeah, there's Casey why am I saying this? It's Hudson. My goodness, you know how to say Hudson. New studio. Yeah. He worked at BioWare. He made Knights of the Old Republic and all 3 Mass Effect games. Okay, not all 3, just more than 3, but the 3 that anyone cares about. Yeah, it's not gonna be a sequel to the original game. Different storyline, and somewhere in here, I think it's on the last page. There's gonna be more at the end of the Old Republic. So to be a nerd quick, for Star Wars, the old Knights of the Old Republic takes place about 3,000 years before the movies. When the end of the Old Republic era is 1,000 years before the movie. So, time difference. If anybody here has seen the Clone Wars, this game should be taking place in the same time period as Darth Bane when he was alive. So, I don't know. And, though there is some Knights references, because this right here is an interdictor class cruiser from Knights of the Old Republic, just crashed into a mountain over here, which is pretty cool. So, you got, blue and red, because, light side, dark side choices. I don't know. I mean, this seems to me a while out, so we're probably not gonna know exactly how this game plays, but it's cool to see this back. Otherwise, the only game we had looking forward to was Star Wars Zero Company, which is like a XCOM Mario plus Rabbids kind of thing, which sounds neat. Like I'm interested in that too, but like we only have like the 1 trailer for it, so not much to talk about. That was months ago. Secondly, there's also Star Wars Galactic Racer here, which is a new racing game in the Star Wars galaxy. This is also made by a new studio that's made out of the studio of people that made like Need for Speed and Burnout, so they know how to make racing games. I haven't actually played those. I know people like them. The only semi-realistic racing game I ever played is like Gran Turismo 2 and 3. When it was I don't know, 15 years ago or something. So otherwise, I play Mario Kart. If you look at my YouTube channel, there's a lot of Mario Kart. All right, I played Mario Kart. I can tell you about that. So, single player mode, you're gonna be like going through a bunch of leagues. Through yeah, it's here or the more in-depth interview. It sounds almost yeah, it's gonna be single player mode. Gotta go through this branching paths. I'm not sure if that just means like on the racetrack or like branching paths in a story. And almost some of this stuff, I don't know. And there's customizing your build. There's different like classes. Honestly, my brain kind of goes to Kirby Air Riders and it's road trip mode. Obviously, there's no way the guys making this game knew Kirby was gonna do that. So that, you know, just similar concepts. You have to actually see the video game to know if I'm close at all about that idea or not. But that's definitely interesting, and it's gonna be multiplayer. So, you know, it's a racing game. You gotta have multiplayer. Oh, I guess not quite as interesting because for one, well, this one's coming out in 2026. No Nintendo version, so that sucks. And also, there's a lot of racing games going on right now. Again, there's new Mario Kart, there's new Sonic Racing Crossroads, there's Kirby Air Riders, there was Garfield Kart. I heard that one wasn't good, but it happened. And there's a bunch of other racing games too. So I'm not sure how well it's gonna do in a very racing game saturated environment, but it's cool that they're, you know, doing something that's else. Cause like, I know people like episode 1 Pod Racer a lot. So yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Next sort of big thing let's talk about. Let's Tomb Raider. Ow. Tomb Raider's back. I really wish Jeff at the Game Awards didn't spoil, like, as soon as he starts, like, okay, here we are, the Game Awards. We're gonna talk about a bunch of awards, and we're also showing new games. There's like Tomb Raider's back. You're gonna see the trailer for that later. And I'm just like, what? What do you mean it's back? What? You spoiled this for me, Jeff. I would have been much more excited if I didn't know what was happening. But no, I gotta tell you ahead of time. But it's a series I've been wanting to play, so and I know people for a long time have been hoping for it to come back again. So it's cool it's happening, and they hit you with a double feature. Cause well, there's Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, which is apparently a remake of the first game, which is funny because they already did that with Tomb Raider Anniversary, so it's got double remakes. Not the first time it's happened to a franchise, but it's still so weird to me when it does. That's coming out next year. Wait, no. Wait, no. There it is. Yeah. 2026, and no Switch version. You just put all the 6 original games on Switch, and then you proceed to remake the first one, and you don't put it on Switch. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Please, Switch 2. Please. you can figure it out. It's possible. Look, I know I said before, but Doom Eternal is on Switch. If you can get that game on Switch, you can get basically anything, alright? You just gotta put the elbow grease in. So yeah, there's a bit of gameplay. That looks pretty exciting. And then there's also Tomb Raider Catalyst here, which this is gonna be a whole brand new game. We don't, so there's only like cutscenes because that's not until, well, you know, 2027. It seems to have like a bunch of gadgets, so that's new. And oh, I wonder what timeline, because I probably should have brought out a map for this, but there's 3 Tomb Raider timelines. Okay, hold on, let's go over here. Okay, so there's the classic Tomb Raider games, so 1 through 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Then there was the second. I don't know if any of these. Hold on. Can I go far back enough? No. Hold on. We're going farther back. We're going. Okay, here we are. Okay. Yes. Wait. Yeah. Oh wait, no. There's Angel Darkness. I was gonna say, where is Angel? There. Okay. So yeah. That was the end of that. Then there's the Legend timeline, which is Tomb Raider Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld. This is its own timeline. Anniversary, again, is a remake of 1. And then Legend and Underworld are own stories continuing from there. this is, I think, a mobile game. Then there's what's called a Survivor timeline, which is this one. These are also mobile games that don't count. Yeah, so Tomb Raider, Shadow of Tomb Raider, and there's also Rise of Tomb Raider somewhere in there. I'm explaining this terribly. Yeah, the Survivor Trilogy. There we go, yeah. It's the Survivor Trilogy. So I had to wonder if what Catalyst is going to be in. Is it going to be... I don't know. The way that she acts, Lara Croft here acts, and, like, the fact they bring up Atlantis, and, you know, they made all these collections, part of my brain wants to believe that this is going to be a sequel to this, but it could also be a sequel to the Legend timeline, or continuing off from the Survivor timeline years into the future when she's, you know, figured out how to be Lara Croft. I don't know, but I want to see how it goes. Hopefully it's a good video game. Now, next big announcement. Mega Man is back. We got Mega Man Dual Override here, or Mega Man 12. There's a tweet that says this is the 12th main entry in the series, so that it is Mega Man 12. They're just not calling it 12. I didn't get that pulled up. I pulled up the official website. This is on Switch. Thank you. And Switch 2. And everything else. You know, amount of time somebody says, this new game, it's coming to all consoles. And then it doesn't have Nintendo anything. It just PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. It grinds my gears so much because it's not everything. Nintendo's right there. It exists, guys. So I'm excited. I like Mega Man's cool. I have 11. It's right behind me. So getting the next one is cool, especially because it's on a console I actually own. And it's also really cool because robot design contest. We get to design a Robot Master. This happened in some of the classic games back in the NES days, so it's so cool to see it back again. Like, I'm gonna try it myself. I don't know if I'll win, but I'm gonna try it. It's like, yeah. I don't know if you guys have any cool Robot Master ideas. Go ahead and do it. Okay, hold on. I think there's rules to this. I need your help to destroy Mega Man! Robot Master design contest is now open. We're looking for a robot designs for Robot Master who has a right arm with immense suction powers. So you design and be the one to face Mega Man in the game. Draw Mega Man fans forever rest in peace. Yeah. January 1st. You gotta get in. Yeah, we're gonna take. Yeah. Okay. Use mob blow as a base to create your own unique design for a robot with giant suction arm. We'll be accepting designs from Japan, Americas, Europe, and Asia. Okay. And yeah, so yeah, I'll be trying. I know everybody else will be trying. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time seeing the kind of stuff they do. I'm excited. But like, also like, they don't have a good picture of Mega Man's like armor opens up. Like he's, oh, I saw a lot of people comparing it to some Gundam shows. So like, I gotta wonder if that's gonna be like an upgrade to the double gear mechanic from 11, and also Pro Man's whistle sort of plays. Cause it's kind of weird. I wonder if that's gonna be. Whether the weirdness of the whistle is like plot important or not, but a lot of people think it's gonna be Pro Man's gonna be playable because of the dual override. That'd be cool. He hasn't been because he wasn't in 11 at all. That's very exciting. I'm gonna see Mega Man back. Okay, some much more smaller news. Lego Batman got a release date, May 29th. Cool. If it was on Switch, I'll be very excited, but it's not, so I'm only... So I still think it looks like a cool game. I don't have a way to play it. I didn't see the official website, so I'm just on a PlayStation blog for this. It's just hey, look, Lego Batman. We already knew about the game, so that's why not spend much time on here. I'm excited about it though. I guess there's a couple of smaller games that also caught my eye a little bit. There's this Bradley the Badger game. The humor I'm not the biggest fan of, but like the gameplay itself looks kind of interesting. Like you're like a video game character who kind of gets stuck into a bunch of parodies of games, like, you know, haha, you know, Badgerborn, haha, Souls games, and there's also, you know, a Last of Us parody somewhere in there, and some other things. I don't know. They're like totally not Games Workshop. There's a bunch of stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, we have to see how it goes. But like, this definitely could be interesting. You know me, I like mascots. Okay, well that sounds dumb. I like characters. They tend to get called mascots a lot, but I like characters. You know, I like Mario, Sonic, Kirby, Donkey Kong. You know, Banjo-Kazooie. And there's also this Coven and the Chicken Foot, where you get to play as a grandma. And you got this big monster guy as a companion to help you out. I don't know. I think that looks fun. Like this is a very classic grandma design. This is like the grandma from you know, like Looney Tunes, basically, but no, you know, chicken feet. Again, it nice style. It's fun, and you know, I got good experience with my grandma, so I'm like, yeah, grandmas. And I'm seeing there's like this continuing trend of co-op platformer games that have been coming out in the last few years, which is pretty cool. So there's two examples. There's this one, Orbitals. The website's kind of weird. It's like designed as this like an 80s anime. It looks pretty neat, though. It had a trailer before the awards came out, so not a lot to say there, but oh yeah, this looks neat. And also the studio in Kepler Interactive was like making like 16 things at once. I don't know how they're pulling that off. And there's also this one called Out of Words. I think there was also something about this before, but like it's like made out of like the stop motion style. I like it's very nice looking. Look at all that. So like, oh, that looks neat. I don't have much more to say about that. That's sort of the main things to really talk about on the Game Awards. Oh, there's a lot of other games there. Some we knew about, some we didn't. There's a couple other things I may have like, hey, that's neat, but I don't know, not enough for me to go and grab the website for the discussion. And like I said, I don't care much for the awards show part of it. So, yeah, that's sort of my basic thoughts on the Game Awards. Yeah. So, now I want to turn to you guys in the comments section. What did you guys think about the Game Awards? What games are you interested in? Did you care about the award show at all? Please, I'd love to discuss it. So, yeah, there we go. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.